This is Brendan. He's a 20-year-old who works full-time as a carpenter. Since he has to wake up very early in the mornings for work, coffee is an important and necessary start to his day. Here, Brendan is in the stance phase. He has assumed a balanced position at an appropriate distance from the coffee maker in order to initiate the task. His arm is relaxed with his shoulder in adduction, his elbow in neutral, and his digits are in relaxed flexion as he makes a conscious decision to pour a cup of coffee. Here, Brendan is in the preparatory phase, as his body plans the necessary movements to pick up the coffee pot. His body is preparing to flex the humerus, extend the elbow, and flex the digits to grasp the coffee pot. Here, Brendan is now in the movement phase, as his humerus and digits are actively flexing and his elbow moving towards extension as he uses a cylindrical grasp to pick up the coffee pot. As he brings the coffee pot closer to the mug, his humerus moves back towards a neutral position. His elbow begins to flex at this point. Once he begins to pour the coffee, his humerus internally rotates and abducts, while his elbow stays flexed. His forearm moves from a neutral position into pronation. Additionally, his wrist moves into slight flexion. His digits continue to flex as he holds onto the coffee pot. As he finishes pouring the coffee, his humerus is still in flexion and his elbow is slightly flexed, while his forearm moves back into a neutral position and his digits are still flexed. Here, Brendan is finished pouring the coffee and is now in the follow-through phase. He is moving to put the coffee pot back into the coffee maker. His humerus and digits are flexed, and his elbow is moving back towards extension. As he lets go of the coffee pot, his digits extend and his wrist flexes. Now, Brendan is in the recovery phase. He has finished pouring the coffee and has returned the coffee pot back to the coffee maker. He regains his balance, and his arm resumes a neutral position with his humerus adducted and his elbow in neutral, with his digits in relaxed flexion.